Hello everybody, just a quick little video here to show a workaround that has been found for the repair and claim bug in 1.002. I am pretty surprised the hotfix is not out yet, and that's got to be a frustration for a lot of players. Since there is a workaround available, I want to show that so that anybody who wants to keep playing on the latest patch version can do so. So here's our flagship, Strike Fleet Dinant, and of course it's not doing anything. If we unpause, it's holding at 9%. Okay, so what we want to do here is first go to Settings, Automation, and turn off the engineer's auto work, and I've already done that, but that way they don't go off and do things on their own. Then we want to take our engineers and move them up here by the flagship. There we go. And then we're going to tell them to go ahead and take them out of pursuit mode first. Then we're going to right-click on the ship. And that way that tells them to do that. And then the other part, which it's weird the way this works with background processing code or whatever it is, but you actually have to leave the planet. You're going to leave the planet. We're going to go over to THAF and look at what they're doing. They're building a couple of frigates here. And then you don't want to be on the Fleets tab, because that's, for whatever reason, if you're on the Fleets tab, you know, you're still observing that fleet in some way. You want it to be totally background. There's nothing you're doing that's looking at. Okay, so let's say we switch to Intel. And then we unpause. Let me just wait a little bit. And it still takes longer than it's supposed to. See all the metal flows there. We're just kind of waiting for this to finish to see how things are going. And that has improved significantly, but it's not there yet. So I'm just going to double click my engineers, make sure they're on it. We're just going to wait a little bit longer. You start to hear that AI barking in the background. That basically means it's done, because they react to you having claimed the fleet. There it is. And now it's starting to build stuff. So it's definitely fiddly. It can be a little wonky to get it to work for sure. But the basics of it is go to Settings, Automation, turn off the engineers, move them by the flagship, and make sure they're out of pursuit mode, and then right-click on it. Just go to another planet. Don't be looking at the Fleets tab. And then you can come back and check it every so often. It should be working within a fairly short time frame. Unfortunate that it's necessary, but again, it's very temporary. And I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware that this was a possibility if they wanted to keep going with their own adventures in the galaxy.